Hi, lovely people. I'm the lazy Nigerian mom, and today I'll be sharing with you how to make ofe anhihia. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel to support my channel and also give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or you learned something from this video. Thank you. Now, this leaf right here is called the jute leaf. So call this soup emergency soup, as in it kind of reminds me of this song. It says, "Emergency, emergency, you never see me coming through." That means I shouldn't go to music, right? Well, then just stick to making some raising my kids, that's all. And then taking your blood samples in the lab. Meanwhile, my boys are helping me pluck the vegetables. We had fun making this food.
Singer of the year. Can we hear small? She used to sing when she's in 7. Yeah, she used to sing. Yeah. And then last time I called for someone else looking for my.
So I'm quite curious to know what you call this leaf in your language, tribe, or dialect. My people call it anhihia. It's jute in English. What do you call it? Please write that down in the comment section. Now we're done plucking the leaves. We're going to wash them and then pound them. You can use your blender if you want, but be sure to use your pause button and not emulsify them so much, or they'll be looking like the typical Yoruba Ewedu soup. And this is not Ewedu soup. This soup is actually, some people call it poor man's soup, where I come from, because it doesn't require much. You just have to have this plant in your garden. Growing up, I remember when I used to go over, when I was coming from, on my way back from catechisms as a child, I would just stop at a place called Tinja Hotels. This plant was growing over there. Nobody was paying any mind to it. I just go there or put it and go and pluck it in a little corner my mother gave me to plant my veggies. Yeah, I have my own little corner. I only planted granules and iron leaves. That's to tell you what's important to me during that time. So you're going to pine them up and then till they are really really mashed up. Then you shouldn't be seeing too much of the leaf that much, or if it's too leafy, you're not going to get much of the consistency you want. So you're going to need to make them a little bit on the smooth side, but not really well ground. So I'm lighting my gas cooker and I'm adding some water. I'm using small water because you don't need much water, and I just want a small soup that will finish that day. I didn't want to make something big because it's just for me to finish that day. I prefer making it fresh whenever I need it. So I'm going to add the stockfish and then blend the peppers, onions ready. And you can actually use meat if you want. Here I'm adding some of my saved up oboroko stock I have in the freezer, and you have to add your palm oil. That's about 1/4 cup of oil. You can add more or less if you choose, but the oil is needed because the veggies are going to take up the oil when you add them. Next, I'm going to add crayfish. You can add to taste, like a tablespoon or two is okay, and some seasoning cubes. Pepper, onion mix. And then give it a good stir to combine them well. And then you could allow it to boil for a while, and then I'm going to add some of my jute leaves. Now you should start little by little till you get the consistency you want. Now some people might like it this way, but I like my leaves being present. Like you have to know there are leaves in there. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Good. So this is how I like mine. You can make yours lesser like the first time, or like this. You can even add more, feel free. Then you're going to add some salt to taste, and then allow to simmer for a bit, and voila, food is ready. Simple, right? Yes. Like I said earlier, feel free to add meat if you want, even oboroko, that's stockfish if you want, but typically it is just cooked with only smoked only mangala fish. So they have some leftover jute leaves. I'm going to put them in a container and store them in my freezer for future use. Smart, right? So I'm gonna keep this in the freezer for whenever I want to make another one. I don't have to start from the beginning. Now it's time to enjoy my delicious food. It is so delicious. I know you're going to be like, what kind of soup is this? It's simple. Yes, it is simple and so easy to make. That is why it's called emergency soup. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, share with your family, and visit again next time. See you and take care of yourself. Bye.